Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. We just do a quick middle of the day update. It seems like that Bitcoin is coming down probably in wave C here, I would say. So we might go a little lower in this support area. I would still at this stage favor one more extension in wave 3. Okay, so we get one more push to the upside before going down into the lower or larger support area for the larger degree fourth wave. So this is still the view, high B wave. I mentioned that in the previous video that this could just be a high B wave, or we might even be in a triangle. If wave 5 has started, then this would be a diagonal pattern. So there are numerous options. It's not so important to understand, okay, which one it is. We generally focus on higher against 32,750. Now, if we break below that level, which I cannot rule out, then I would have to assume, even though I don't directly prefer it, but I would have to assume we're already in this wave 4. And support here goes down to 29,450, but ideally not below 30,500. So that should be key support, 30,500, but only below 29,450 I will turn bearish again, which I'm not doing at this stage. Okay, this is the pullback that many have asked for and waited for and wanted. So it might be the time to get into some positions if you want to do that. It depends on your own strategy, of course. But this is now the first time that Bitcoin and some altcoins are taking a breather. So some altcoins might have completed their individual wave 1s, and Bitcoin seems to be in a wave 4, either this wave degree, which is still a reasonable assumption, gets a bit large now. So I might think, okay, are we maybe already here in this larger 4? But at the moment, first of all, on the micro level, we focus on 32,750. But again, anybody who looks for positions, I can't tell you what to do, but in my opinion, a reasonable strategy would be for anybody who wants to get prepared for the next push to the upside, to maybe just measure your risk against 29,450, and then you can sort of start to scale in from here. Tiny, keep it tiny. As we go lower, go a little larger, and then you might want to put your stop where it feels comfortable for you. But below, I can only tell you, below 29,450, I would assume that this entire breakout has failed, which of course can always happen. But for now, we expect this is the real deal, and this at the moment is just a small consolidation. But any consolidation now in the early stages after the breakout obviously is very, very important. Now, what might happen is, for example, remember the red box. The red box is basically the previous resistance area going all the way up to the 22 highs, June 22 highs, May highs. And this is basically the breakout point. So Bitcoin might choose to do a retest of that level, okay? That's why I don't know. At the moment, we go into that direction at least, but it could very much be that we just touch it and then take off. It certainly would support the idea if that is a successful retest of this level. Okay, so if Bitcoin does something like that, confirmation of this breakout point, then to go. This would be just below the 50% fib level. It wouldn't be invalidation. It would just be a break below the 50% fib level. So if it's not a sustained break, I might still watch if this is just an extension of 3, but I would probably by then assume we have done wave 4 here, the larger 4. But that we will talk about that when we get to it. I'm just highlighting here the possibility and what would actually be quite favorable for bullish continuation, to get basically evidence that the bulls are able to defend that important support level. So yeah, there is not much more to add. What we can do though is to look at the potential that, okay, if this move down was an A wave in 3 waves here, to this low on the 24th, then this move up was a high B wave. It was only in 3 waves, which always leaves the door open for lower again. That what we can do, we can take the length of the A wave, we go to the high of the B wave, and then we just identify some levels to watch in the short term. One key level is the 1-to-1 ratio. They're just sort of, micro levels to watch. 33K, the 1-to-1 ratio, and below that I've got the 1.618 extension at 31,670, which is basically, where's that coming from? which is basically an overlap with the critical 38.2 retracement level. So all these levels are on the charts. I mean, you know, if you're interested in the bigger picture, you don't really need to be focused on these anyway. The overall focus remains on higher for now. First of all, against 32,750. And if that doesn't hold, 29,450 with layered support areas along the way that you can look at if you like to. You can access 24/7 to these charts if you are a silver or gold member. They can check them out continuously. But obviously the market is moving quickly these days. It's moving really, really quickly. It's getting exciting again. But yeah, I can't really add anything. I think, you know, we're still focusing on higher. Now the first setback. It's good to see a bit of a setback, right? Because a lot of coins developed at least impulsive looking movements to the upside. So a first setback is very much welcomed. That's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.